Alright, I'm gonna try to give you guys some serious tips today on how to not get into the friend zone and how to break free of the friend zone if you have, for some reason, already gotten in it. Now, I know a lot of you guys are thinking, Tara has never been in the friend zone, Tara, looks like this, and this is a mainstream version of attractive that most people would just be like, yeah, maybe, I'm not gonna wife her, but I'd fuck her at least once or twice. I'm sure you all are thinking that, and even if you don't find me attractive, having a girl who's sexually open and confident at least once in your life is something that I feel like everyone should have, because it can teach you a lot about yourself and it can be a damn fun ride, right? So if it's not this look that you're looking to have sex with once in your life who's like sexually open and crazy, it might be like a cute rocker chick that looks like Chloe from Life is Strange, that kind of thing. But today, I'm here to tell you that I have been in the friend zone many times, and I still continue to get into the friend zone. Not saying that I couldn't break out of it or use my looks or something to break out of it, right? But I feel like I understand why people get into the friend zone, and I understand the psychology of other humans much more objectively than a lot of people do, because I just don't, put a lot of emotions on things, as most of you guys who watch a lot of my videos know. But I feel like I'm gonna be generating a lot of new viewers today because this is like a widespread topic and a widespread problem for a lot of men and women around the world. So, the first thing I want to tell you guys is I think it's very important that the sexual or romantic interest in the mystery happens before the friendship. Now let me try to explain what that means to me. If you get really close to someone as a friend, like let's say you are a guy and you are really good friends with a girl and you are her shoulder to cry on and you're there for her and you know everything about her, then the mystery and the intrigue is gone and you start to get a bond that's more familial. It's kind of like more like a brother and sister kind of bond. And this happened to me a lot when I was younger. I liked a lot of boys that I was really good friends with when I was younger, but I played video games, I liked being active, I liked riding my bike, I liked, doing fantasy things like playing worms and then going outside with like water balloons and pretending that we're worms and throwing them at each other and getting wet and dirty, and I was kind of a tomboy, and my guy friends saw me, even though I was just as attractive as the other little girls, like most of the time and often in stages of my life, I was just a normal little girl. They didn't see me as the opposite sex. They didn't see me as someone to put up on a pedestal. And often people get crushes, people get romantically involved or romantically interested or sexually interested in people who they don't know very well, so they don't have that closeness. I'm sorry if I talk poorly. I really hate that my brain moves faster than my fucking mouth. I wish I could speak more properly. And I also wish that I had more time to study actual psychological terms, because as I do understand things better, I don't have the stupid, like, flashy terms to throw around so that you guys think, like, oh, this bitch really knows her shit, And I love it when I actually do hear the terms for things that I've always known all along. It's like, oh, that's the blah 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 syndrome. Interesting, that kind of thing. So when you get too close to someone as a friend, you end up kind of breaking that possibility to put that person up on a pedestal. So she's not like thinking, oh, he's mysterious, I wonder what he's about, or, he probably sees me as this cute girl. It becomes the person who knows too much about you, who has like heard you fart or watched you cry about another boy and seen you in vulnerable moments. And having someone in vulnerable moments before you like have established love or romance or, sexuality or sexual lust for a person kind of puts you in a friend or family zone rather than in a romantic zone. So a lot of people are like trying to befriend girls, trying to get pedicures with girls, trying to understand girls on a level that girls would love their fucking husbands to understand them, but it's just at the wrong place and the wrong time. If you can like be the like cool guy who asks her out for coffee and hits on her, and then you become the boyfriend who dotes on her and does the things that like every woman says that they want, that is like the perfect mix, because women want to be intrigued by you. They want to see you as something better than just a guy who farts and burps and will hold your purse and, be that pussy for you. Girls want guys who are pussies for them, but not before they're sexually attracted to them or emotionally attached to them, if that makes any sense. So it's kind of like a lot of men see it as some kind of crazy like catch-22 or impossibility, right? When really it's just the ordering of things, it's the layering. In Magic and Magic the Gathering, the card game, there's like stacks, right? And things go on the stack and then like layer up, and then this is the first thing that resolves. And you have to do it in the right order in order to make things work properly. And it's the same thing with relationships. So when I was younger, I would get boyfriends because I was, you know, attractive for my age, who I didn't know as a best friend before. And a few of my boyfriends, I would be friends with them when I was younger, and then like 10 years later, we would become romantically interested in each other because we didn't know each other anymore. But when you're that close to someone, people have egos too. So like if you've seen a girl cry, the girl feels like she can trust you, but she also doesn't feel sexy around you. She doesn't feel excited to pursue a relationship because you already know all of the, you know, downsides to her, if that makes any sense. So while you might think that a girl opening up to you might be a good idea, it isn't as much if you're trying to build a sexual relationship or an emotional relationship beyond just being a friend or a brother to her, if that makes any sense. It goes in the same rung as, like, I want to do a topic soon about incest, because, like, people consider two people just growing up together but not being biologically connected as, oh, that's weird, that's like my brother, that's like incest, right? Well, it's not the same thing. It just feels the same because you know the person on a level that takes them off that pedestal that you have all the girls that you're attracted to on. It's the same thing, the same principle with celebrities. Like, a lot of celebrities are just, they look like average people, like average middle-aged women, like Angelina Jolie, but because you've seen her do these like fantastical things in movies and you don't see her in real life every day, it's like, whoa, that's Angelina Jolie, the movie star. The same thing happens with me. I have like fans and stuff and viewers on my channel who know me as a model or a gamer or a YouTuber or a streamer, and they're like, oh, Tara's perfect, she's amazing. But then the same types of people who would fangirl over me are like knowing me in real life and not fangirling and acting like they're not even really interested in my work. They're like, yeah, that's just Tara. It's because you've gotten to know that person on a level that it would be awkward to put them up on that pedestal, if that makes any sense. The next thing is, okay, so this offends a lot of people, and I've talked about this before, but did you guys hear that? That was weird. But a lot of people say nice guys finish last. Okay, so I'm sorry, but nice guys don't finish last. Girls like nice guys. I might like nice guys the least out of any girl, but I still appreciate a truly nice person. There are two reasons why girls don't like nice guys. One, nice is actually translated to boring. If you're boring, if you don't have some excitement, or you don't take chances, or you're not mysterious, or you're not interesting, or you don't have that like chemistry, why would someone want to be with you? That's just like the plain Jane girl that, you know, is just weird and has nothing interesting about her getting in the friend zone as well, because, you know, you're not taking chances. You're not becoming that, like, as bad as it is, as terrible as the analogy is, you're not that, you know, vampire guy from either Vampire Diaries or what's the other fucking awful one, Twilight. Twilight wasn't as bad as people say. It's just like the idea of Twilight, the whole like teen angst thing kind of like is like, ugh, it's overplayed. But anyway, like that kind of thing, like that guy's not extra special. He's just taking risks, doing something dangerous, having a personality, you know, being mysterious, you know, only giving her little bits of himself at a time, and, you know, trying a little bit to make himself, you know, attractive, like making himself look nice for 10 minutes in the morning like guys should. They shouldn't just be like gluttonous sacks of goo, you know, like if you do that, you shouldn't expect someone to find you attractive because you don't have the discipline enough to take care of yourself. And hygiene is like the number one thing that like literally any woman will say is a turnoff. If you have poor hygiene, it's kind of, you're screwed there. But it's not nice guys finish last. It's, you are now in a friend zone because you got too close to the person before you established that you're interested in them, and you were just quiet and didn't take any chances, and you're too nice. Like, and when they say nice, they mean boring, basically. So a lot of people are gonna hate me for this and say that I'm a bitch or whatever, but I'm just telling you how it actually is for all girls out there. Girls like nice men. Girls like, you know, still chivalry. Chivalry is not dead. Girls like chivalry. They just like it from a guy who's not like a little pussy bitch, you know, if that makes any sense to you. Also, the other reason why people say nice is bad, and this is the one that I, like, seriously fucking hate. Fake nice. Fake nice is how people view nice these days, and it's ridiculous because, like, I don't want to hear you say nice things to me while I know you're thinking mean things in your head. I don't want you to, like, hold everything that you have in, all of your passion, all of your emotions back, just so you never have to say anything mean or never have to say anything that, you know, crosses a threshold from, you know, fake nice to real. I like realism. Women like realism. They like emotion. They like fucking passion. If you don't have passion for your girl or passion for the person that you like or passion for your friends, you're like a lesser shell of a human being. Everyone experiences emotions, and while I try to, you know, subdue mine and only have the ones that are useful, you know, come out, like, I would be nowhere without my lust, without my, you know, passion for friendship and my passion for loyalty of the people that I actually care about, of my passion for video games, my passion for making these types of videos and the way that I talk. If I was just sitting here monotonously being like, I'm gonna tell you exactly what you want to hear so to not hurt your feelings, like, no one likes those people. Those people are clearly fake, and most people can see right through their bullshit. That whole, like, don't say anything nice, or say something nice, or don't say anything at all, is true if you don't know a person. Like, you don't go around just like spouting out rudenesses, but be a real fucking person, have real opinions, have real emotions, otherwise nobody wants to be around you. And that's something that rubs me the wrong way the most. So when people say nice guys finish last, it's boring and fake nice guys finish last, and that's the bottom line. So don't be boring, don't be fake nice, and while it does suck, you shouldn't get too close to a girl before you establish that you want to have more than just a friendship, because it is just human nature. It is the basic psychology that once you get too close and see too much of a person without being married or already loving that person romantically, it becomes like a rut that is really hard to build out of. So I don't really have many tips on how to get out of a friend zone. I feel like maybe just like taking time off from the person, or letting them into like some cool skydiving shit that you do, or getting a makeover, like changing something about yourself, or like moving away for a few years. That works great. That's what worked for me when I was younger, is like not going to the same elementary school as all of my friends that I had in preschool, and then coming back, like, cause I was best friends with all the guys from like up until the end of middle school, and I'm still always having my best friends be guys, but I have never once had a best friend guy that I got on that level with see me in an attracted way, or me see them in an attracted way. You know what I mean? Like, unless the guy had intent from the get-go, when I get too close to someone before I like sprout into my womanhood, it just kind of becomes a platonic friendship forever, because you feel too colloquial with the people, if that makes any sense. But I hope this shed some light on you guys, on the topic for you guys. I'm getting a little disoriented. This ring light is fucking with my eyes, and I have to go stream. I'm gonna play some League today. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know what other topics you want me to tackle, because I'm pretty good at this shit, and I have a good understanding of a lot of things, even though I'm very different from most women. And I just fucking love you guys, and I want to help you guys out. And it really does suck that you can't be as good of a friend as you want to be, and you can't do exactly what a girl says she wants, because, you know, she doesn't know her own psychology as well as someone from the outside does, and it's very clear that she doesn't want you to get a pedicure with her. She wants you to be a friend, if she really wants that, unless you have established that you are her man and you are sexy and you can fuck her good, and then you fucking go do nice things like buy her flowers and chocolate and candy and be her best friend. Because marrying your best friend or being in a relationship with your best friend is literally the best thing ever. I don't even do real relationships, but I can vouch for that. I have been having sex with Jay for fucking, what, 12 years now, and it's just as amazing as it was before. And he did not start out as a friend. He started out as a funny guy who I thought was hot, and if he had started out as my best friend, it probably wouldn't have gone anywhere unless he got as hot as he is now, and then maybe it would have, I don't know, because I'm so visual and so, I don't know, physical oriented when it comes to sex, and so open with the sex stuff. I'm just like, yeah, I would fuck my friends, sure, why not? But I definitely can see how the romance wouldn't be there, because it would be like, oh, you already know everything. I'm not getting to know you as a boyfriend or a sexual interest. I'm getting to know you as that friend who now we have sex. You know, like, does that make any sense? I don't know. It's really fucking hot in here, and I went tanning today, so don't want to ruin my shit. I will see you guys. Mwah! Bye. La, 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 la.